Welcome back to the channel, guys. I have a question for you. Is now the time to get rid of all your gold and all your silver and move to cryptos? I'm going to tell you my opinion on this in a second here. I had a nice conversation with one of my younger customers, and he said now is the time to do it. But I'm going to tell you what I think. I'll be right back. So I'm going to sit in a chair as I talk to you about my opinion on this because I don't want to get too worked up about this and, trip or fall over or something. Because what I have to say to the advice that I've been given from a young crypto guy and some other people online that I keep hearing that they keep telling me, get rid of silver, get rid of gold. It's worthless. It's junk. There's so many more benefits to crypto. And I'm going to tell you straight out, my opinion on that is F that. No thanks. And I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm thinking. Whether you think it's right or wrong, this is my opinion. And I'm sitting here with a younger guy who's much younger than me, and he knows a lot about cryptos, probably a lot more than I do. So hold on. So I have a regular customer. He's bought silver from me for a long time. He also bought a lot of silver online over the years. He really liked collectible silver. He's a young guy, early 30s. And I think he's always been into the crypto stuff a little bit. But the other day, he came in with a couple 100 ounces of silver rounds, and he told me he wants to basically get rid of all his silver so he could invest in cryptos. His reasoning was, all the reasoning that you guys already know. It's too heavy. It doesn't move. It's hard to store. It's hard to protect. And cryptos are the future. And, all of the above. You know all the arguments for it. Now, I'm not necessarily against cryptos because I've owned some in the past. I've played around with it a little bit. I've never really got big into it because, truthfully, I really don't believe in it. I mean, that's my opinion. You might think I'm completely wrong, but, I see a lot of problems with cryptos. The main thing I see is it's electronic, it's digital, and you don't actually hold it in your hand. To me, that's a big problem. Maybe I'm old school. Maybe I'm not with the times, but I'm pretty open-minded about these things. And I just see a lot of problems that could happen. The arguments, I've heard about it. Well, initially in the beginning when Bitcoin was getting popular a while back, one of the big things was it was anonymous, right? I don't believe that's true, at least not today. It's not anonymous. I think originally it was used on, what was it used on? Silk Road?
Silk Road.
It was used on the Silk Road, which is basically was an illegal, black market to trade illegal things on. And that's what it was being used for. I don't think it was ever meant to blow up like it has and become an investment. Although technically that's what it is. Or that's what it has become. And it did blow up. Right now it's like $43,000 per Bitcoin. If you would have got in early, you would have been very rich. Like there's a lot of Bitcoin millionaires out there. But I do see problems with it. And, there's no way I'm dumping all my precious metals to buy cryptos. I think one of the main problems is that, like I said, you don't hold it. Usually it sits in a wallet. You might have an electronic wallet on your phone, or you could even have it in a paper wallet. But if you live in the United States or any modernized country, pretty much to get rid of this, if you wanted to sell your crypto, sell your Bitcoin, turn it into cash, it has to go through an exchange. So there goes anything anonymous about it right there, because the exchange has all your information. I know in the United States, I think they got to have over a certain amount traded. They got to have all your information, like your driver's license, your social, because that's for reporting requirements. So it's definitely not anonymous. And there's plenty of news stories out there about how, for example, like the FBI has confiscated or tracked it down and confiscated this stuff. I think the government has a lot of it that they've confiscated because it was deemed to be used or it was used in illegal activities. So the notion that cryptos are anonymous is complete baloney. So this is what I'm thinking also about cryptocurrencies in regards to CBDC, central bank digital currency. That's we all think as silver and gold stackers, we believe that it's coming down the road. I certainly believe it, and this is what worries me about cryptocurrency. This is one of the main things: is if they decide to get rid of cryptocurrencies, if they decide they don't want you having it or they don't want it competing with this digital currency, couldn't they just deem it not lawful to own it? I mean, if you're in the United States, couldn't they just come down and say, hey, we have deemed it illegal. You can't own it. Okay, they've done it with other things. They did it with gold. So why wouldn't they do that? I mean, it would be direct competition, I believe, and this is my opinion. I may be completely wrong, and you could tell me in the comments if I'm completely wrong, and I'll listen because I'm no expert on cryptos especially. But couldn't they just deem it illegal and that would be it? Maybe give you a certain amount of time to cash everything out, and that'd be it. And I've heard the argument, well, if they did that, there'd still be a market for it. There's other countries. Listen, we're in the United States, okay? We control prices of pretty much everything. Hold that thought. Sorry about that. I had a customer call, asked me if we deal in paper money, which I do. It's not one of my specialties, but I do. And there's also another nearby coin shop that specializes in paper money. So we're friendly. And if it's something I don't know what I'm doing with or it's too expensive, something I don't want to deal with, I'll send them over there. But in any case, getting back to the cryptos and the United States. So as I was saying, the United States is the reserve currency of the world. The dollar is still the top dog right now. And, whatever direction they go controls a lot of things. So if the United States were to deem cryptocurrencies illegal to own or trade, you may be able to still own it and it might have some kind of black market for it, or it'll be still tradable in other countries, but the price would collapse. It would completely collapse. And the mainstream people that got into it, I'm not talking about hardcore crypto users or crypto traders or whatever. I'm talking about the average mom and pop that got into the crypto craze in the last, 3, 4, 5 years, started investing in it. They would be out. They would dump it in a heartbeat. The price would collapse. So to me, cryptos are extremely speculative. It's pretty much, in my mind, gambling. I mean, it's done well. If you got in early, you made a lot of money. But is there really a future for it to keep rising? I mean, I've heard all the stories. It's going to $1 million. Bitcoin's going to $1 million. Is there any way it's going to $1 million when you got all these big players now involved with it? I mean, the minute it rises to a certain level, they're just going to short it back down anyways because they're making money both ways. That's how it works. And I don't know. I might be completely wrong, but personally, I don't see a big future in it. And even if there is, it's just gambling to me. I still much rather hold silver and gold, an asset in my physical possession that I could protect myself with, protect my against the dollar collapsing than I would ever want with cryptos. And I'm not saying don't buy any cryptos. That's up to you. You guys do whatever you want. And I might play with it a little bit, but to me, it's more of a gamble than it is a hard asset that you can control and have in your possession. So he got me riled up, that young customer, and it was just something I wanted to talk to you guys about because I keep hearing it more and more lately. Since the interest of silver has dropped recently a little bit, some people say a lot, I've seen this happening, a movement from one thing to another, and now they're going to cryptos. And if you're in it and you make a lot of money for it, congratulations. But I think it's two completely different things, and I don't think you should go from one to the other. So that's all I had to say. Leave some comments if you think I don't know what I'm talking about. If I'm clueless, that's fine. Leave the comments. I'll read them. And please like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Have a great day.